Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying our journey through Lent together. This week, in many of our studies, we've been talking about the word lament. And lament is a word that specifically comes out at times of Lent, where we are putting ourselves between what we hope to become, who we hope to become, more like Christ, and where we are. And a lot of times, removing these other things, the things you fasted from, for example, highlights the fact that this longing, that there's a gap. Well, a lot of times we have this gap in our lives between where we hope to be and where we are in reality. We got several different reactions that we could go to it. One is we could just deny where we reality and just pretend like we're all doing great, and that is denial. That is holding on to the hope without being clear with the reality of where we are. On the other hand, what can happen is you could stay in the reality of where you are, which is far from where you hope to be, and remove the hope of which you can get a sense of despair and longing. Or you can appropriately see the gap between where you are and between that and where you hope to be. But if you're just like, I can't really make up this distance between the two, what we could do is either get determinated, and use our sheer will to push into reality what we hope to see happen, which is the way we often operate. Other times, what will happen is we'll still acknowledge both, but instead of determining or pushing our way to that, what we can do is feel like we're complaining. Like we just verbalize how much we're discouraged that we can't get to where we're going to get, that we're not going to become more loving, we're not going to become more caring, we're not going to become less worried about our world, our hopes aren't there, and we can take with complaints. Lament is a totally different way. Lament acknowledges where you are and where you hope to be, but instead of complaining or just pushing through willpower, you pray to God. You complain to God. Your complaints go somewhere, which means that you got to believe that God can do something about who you are and where you are or what your reality is, that He's the one that brings what you hope and pray for to happen. So in Lent, at this season, it's good to acknowledge, am I really complaining about where I am? I'm not quite getting where I need to be. Am I trying to push reality into where I'm hoping to be and drive it into being? Am I being overly optimistic and not grounded in reality? Or am I having no hope and learning that? Or a totally different way, am I praying to God? Am I lamenting to God? Am I taking my complaints and I'm officially saying, God, these are my burdens and I put it on your shoulders. These are officially my worries, and I put it there. Here's my desires to grow spiritually, and I put it on you. And so I would encourage you to study lament. That's one of the beautiful things that comes out in Lent, in the season of Lent, is this distance and how you are to journey with God through the things that you hope to see come to reality. So if you have any questions about that, reach out to me. I've got several things that have to do with lament that could be really helpful. If you've ever been betrayed, we've got a great resource from our friend Elliot Grudem on that. If there's any books that you would like to recommend, by all means, email me, john@oakcitychurch.com.